Welcome friends to another video, welcome to another review. This time around I'm going to talk about the house of Mancera and about Aoud Cafe. Let's move away the box because we are not interested in this. This is how the bottle looks, your regular Mancera bottle with a very nice colorful juice inside. This is a fragrance that was first launched in 2013. The nose behind is of course Pierre Montal. And this has to be one of the most hyped fragrances from Mancera's collection or line. And I actually don't understand why, because this fragrance has nothing to do, at least on my skin, and not even on fabric, with coffee. Because the hint of coffee inside this one is so weak that you actually have the impression that you are sitting at a table on, I don't know, on a bar, and somebody at the next table is having a cup of cappuccino. That's how strong the coffee note in Mancera Aoud Cafe is. And also, you don't get any oud inside this fragrance. The composition is totally different. It has some very interesting notes, but unfortunately, the result is curious at best. Let's talk about the notes first, and then I'm gonna tell you how it smells, because it's quite interesting. We have in the top notes bergamot, peach, and blackcurrant. In the hard notes, we have coffee, amber, and floral notes. And in the base, we have woody notes, sweet notes, and white musk. So this is the official note breakdown from Mancera, but you might be expecting a fruity type of fragrance with a hint of coffee, or a coffee-based fragrance with a hint of fruits and whatnot. In reality, this fragrance, as others have stated prior to me or my review, this fragrance smells like celery. Honest to God, I've never smelled anything like this throughout my life. So from this perspective, this is a very unique fragrance, especially if you, I don't know, work as a cook and you love celery, this might be your fragrance. It's very interesting in the beginning, the first times that you wear it. It's intriguing, it's unique. And to be honest with you, this is the most natural, if you want, smelling fragrance that interprets the celery note. So it smells identical to real life natural celery. And I'm just wondering, why does it smell like this? Because wearing this fragrance on me, on my clothing, the whole time, this one smells only like celery, with a very faint hint of coffee in the heart, just like I said, like a cappuccino if you want, and with a very weird and obnoxious base, if you ask me, made out of very synthetic sweet notes combined with white musk, which I am not a big fan of. Also, another huge disappointment for me is the performance of this fragrance. I've seen a lot of people raving about how great it is, how beautiful it smells, and whatnot. I've been wearing this fragrance for, I don't know, 2 months already, I think. So it hasn't changed at all, first and foremost. Second of all, performance-wise, it's exactly the same as it was the first time that I sprayed it. Very weak. I get about 5 hours of longevity, and I'm quite generous when I say that I get 5 hours. Curious enough, with a very good performance projection for the first 1.5 to 2 hours, but afterwards it suddenly breaks down and it basically disappears, it fades into the air, and the sillage it's very poor, nothing to write home about. And that's it. That's Aoud Cafe for me. As I said, I'm not the only one that has issues with this fragrance. It's a fragrance that's unique but weird at the same time. I've seen others saying that they get a huge blast of coffee and whatnot. I'm sorry. I don't know what you're smoking, but this doesn't feature coffee. If you want a really good coffee-based fragrance, go ahead and purchase Mugler Alien Man Fusion, for example. Go ahead and purchase Mugler Amen Pure Tonka, for example, where you really get a really nice coffee note. And also there are a lot of fragrances on the market that have a coffee note inside, but this one is not one of them. This is again, I don't know how to put it simple, but this is false advertising if you ask me. from the house of Montal, which they are renowned for naming fragrances in a way and the composition smells different. This together with Oud Lemon Mint are one of the worst Mancera fragrances that I ever bought, owned, and used. Sorry, not my cup of tea, not or cup of coffee, but this is very, very poor. Poorly made, with poor performance, with poor quality ingredients. It's synthetic, it doesn't last, and it doesn't smell like the composition says that it should smell. Unfortunately, I cannot recommend this fragrance. If you are interested in how it smells, go and purchase a decant, a sample, but do not go ahead and purchase a full bottle. That's why I won't recommend this one to anyone. I won't recommend it for different wearing scenarios, for different outfits, because the only thing that comes to mind when I see this fragrance is a cook in the kitchen and I don't know, cooking a soup with celery or whatnot. That's the only thing that comes to mind. This pretty much does it, guys. This is Mancera Aoud Cafe, a total flop. See you in the next one. As always, thank you. Be safe, be good,